I'm at the Cliffy Miller yard catching up with Nick Paddock ahead of racing on Monday in the Eastern Cape. The yard step out Vino Rioja to start them off in race 1. Now she's an Eric the Red filly and she'll be having her very first start.
Yeah, nice type of filly. She's going to take a bit of time. You know, she's out of a mare that went 10 furlong Shangri-La. She's a big leggy filly. Still got to grow into herself. She's probably going to be quite green first time out, and we've started her over 14 because I think the 12 is probably going to be a bit on the quick side. So nice. Just keep her in your black books when she goes maybe a mile, a little bit further, but give her a few runs and hopefully we can run into back ends of quartets. I'll be happy with that.
We move to race 2 where Alado's Habit and Sydney's Horizon will both be making their way back on course after breaks. Alado's Habit had fair form prior to the rest. Sydney's Horizon will be trying blinkers.
Yeah, we've slapped a pair of scoops on her and hopefully she comes out fresh off the break with blinkers and got enough speed with them. You know, her form's been disappointing and we've given her a bit of time off because she was very, 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 very soft and immature and very weak still. We've tried to put a bit of weight on her. I think we've put a couple of kilos on her, but not enough. But she's going to take a few runs and hopefully she's the type of filly I think pencil in and have a look at her for improvement when we're going to get a rating for her and go into open maidens. Alado's Habit, unfortunately, she had a bit of an injury, so we had to put her away. And a contrast to Sydney, we're trying to be taking weight off her. She's probably a gallop or two short. Probably a run's going to bring her along. Solid form. Only problem is hoping she hasn't forgotten about how to go into the pens. You know, she does have that issue. Last time out, you know, you could put a lance through it. She got very sour at the pens after she was fiddled around with her, and then she didn't run any type of race. So watch for improvement. Hopefully, she can also run into back ends of quartets.
Cheerful Charlie B is trying to catch my attention in the background. On Monday, we'll see him race in race 3. Now, he's holding steady maiden form and he really enjoys the mile.
Yeah, Charlie, you never know what you can get with him. You always give a run, and that I don't know how honest he is, but he'll be there and thereabouts. He's got a wideish draw. Yeah. I think Mr. Fox does hold us on our last run. He's got a bit to do, but I think in that type of field he can run into the places, but with Mr. Fox to beat, but throw him into everything.
Lancia Fear Me, well, he'll be next up in race 4. He showed super improvement last time out. Nick, I know you would have been chuffed with that because after the performances that he put up in the maidens, you really marked him as a horse to follow. And yeah, he gave you a little bit of a scare, but he's coming back to himself.
Yeah, I think the best thing for people to do is go and watch that rerun. I mean, you're coming out the pens. I don't know what he was trying to do. He was quite silly out the pens and was looking up into the sky. Came out 2 lengths slow. No, he ran on beautifully. He got a little bit bolt at the top of the straight and he only got beaten a length. We've put cheek pieces on. Hopefully he's a little bit sharper and comes out the pens a bit better, just to keep him focused, and hopefully we're not too far off of them. And I think he's a major runner from a good draw.
The yard's final runner will be Champanel in race 7. Now, this fellow has been very, very useful on Polly, and he's run out 2 fluent wins in both starts so far in the Eastern Cape on the surface. Nicky looks really progressive.
Yeah, really, really smart horse. I think with a rating of 79, we did get a £6 penalty last time, but I still think we've got a few points to work with. I think he's a really smart horse. You know, obviously the dangers is Charlie Malone. He didn't get a penalty. He's really a winner without a penalty, but we drummed him by 5, and now we've got a draw over 14. He's doing exceptionally well. His coat's got a little bit fluffy, but his ability is still there. But he's looking out the top draw work-wise, and good draw 1400. I expect him to win.
Yeah, I must admit, Champanel, for me at this point, on paper, definitely my first choice. I'm looking forward to seeing him on Monday. I don't mind Fluffy as long as that hair is shining. It is winter after all, and Champanel is certainly going to be a huge runner.